All right, we are officially live. What's up, everybody? My name is Jeremy Jones, and I am back with another Soul Saturday. We are officially live, man. As y'all can see, I am by myself this Saturday. Devin Dunks has some prior arrangements that he didn't know until last minute, so he will not be on this live. But the show must go on, and I'm still going to continue on to drop this live, no matter what, no matter who's watching, no matter what. So Devin Dunks will not be a part of this live, but he sends his best wishes and he will be a part of next Soul Saturday. So, show must go on, man. And like the topic says, man, today we will be discussing pretty much the future of Off-White and, of course, the new law that is trying to be proposed for sneaker botting, man. So let's dive into it, man. How y'all been? If y'all are new to the channel, go ahead and sub up, hit that like button, and subscribe if you're not subscribed already, man. It really means a lot to the channel, man. And I appreciate the people that's been coming in every Saturday and y'all have just been a part of the lives as well. So let's go and dive in, man. So I'm not gonna waste too much time. Y'all know I only try to go about an hour on these lives, man. Look like we got somebody already in the comment section. Look like we have what's up, Jeremy? Big fan. We need a collection video. It's coming. That is from G the Night. It is coming for sure, man. In fact, the reason I waited to the end of the year, and I'm going to drop a little spoiler alert. The reason I waited to the end of the year to do a full collection video is because I still got some heat coming in. I got 2 pairs on the way. I'm not going to tell you what they are, but I got some more sneakers coming in on the way. So when they get there, hopefully they get here before 2022. We're going to 2022, right? Hopefully they get here before then I'll drop a full collection video. It's for the record, for the future, I plan on dropping a Mike and Sneak, a full sneaker collection video every year, right? Okay, so every single year I plan on dropping one. So I haven't done one, and I've been on YouTube for a few years now, so it's about time I drop one. So G tonight, I got one coming on the way, man. So, but anyway, let's dive into today's subjects. Let's start it off, right? If y'all haven't been living under a rock, man, looks like finally our prayers may have been answered with this new bill that the Democrats are trying to pass now, man. The Democrat lawmakers are attempting to stop bots from ruining the holiday by they're like what I got in the topic. It pretty much says Democrat lawmakers are attempting to stop botting from ruining the holiday shopping season this year with their latest bill proposal, which if you haven't been living under a rock, they are trying to stop pretty much botting, right? But this is what I want to dive in today's live, right? Is it just going to be for the holiday season of 2021 or is it going to be for the entire future, right? Okay. That's my biggest thing. Like, I don't want it to be a temporary thing. You know what I'm saying? I want it to be like one of those, hey, it's pretty much going to be, set in stone so we can get back to not necessarily say the olden days, but where things are a little bit more fair, so to speak, right? Okay. G tonight says, can't wait, fam. Gonna be fire. Most definitely, especially the heat I got my eyes on. I definitely got some. I don't want to get no spoiler alert, but let's just say I got 2 pairs on the way. I got my eyes on 2 more pairs, trying to work out a deal and negotiate those as well. That's the thing, man. I don't really like to pay resale prices, but when and or if I do, which these shoes I have paid resale for, I negotiate to the lowest I can get it, right? That where it's fair compared to the resale market, which is still I'm getting, the short end of the stick, but I still like to make the reseller feel like they're losing a few dollars as well. So I'm a big negotiator. So that's pretty much what's holding up the collection video. But back to the topic at hand. So latest bill proposal, right? If you haven't been living under a rock, they're saying that I think they're calling it Stopping Grinch Bots Act, right? Okay. Stopping Grinch Bots Act is a bill that clamps down on the use of computer software or systems that bypass security measures of websites. Now, normally this has been aimed at what I would think like toys, and when I say toys, I'm mostly aiming at like the PS5 and the other gaming systems where it's been hard for anybody to get their hands on, right? And let's be honest, this botting thing it's always been around, but it became a bigger issue in 2020 when things shut down because of you know what, right? Okay, I don't want to put the word out there, but you know what happened in 2020, and now we're in 2021, and looks like things are slowly not getting better, heading towards 2022. But neither here nor there, botting became a bigger issue in 2020. And I'm gonna be honest, because in 2019 and below, so 2019, 2018, if you really put in the footwork, you could get your shoes for retail with the exception of a few, right? Now, those rare grail sneakers, those were hard to find, right? Okay. But for the most part, if they were being released on Foot Locker or, what have you, if you put in the footwork, you can grab those sneakers. But neither here nor there. It's this year, 2020 and 2021, it's been almost impossible to grab a shoe for retail because of botters. And finally, it seems like, I don't know, it's got a hold of the government. And I got my own opinion about that, right? I'm gonna just go ahead and dive in, right? I got little topics that I'm gonna come up on the screen, but let's face it, man. It's a money thing. Whenever the government gets involved, and I hate to pick on the government, but whenever the government gets involved, it's a money thing. Let's just keep it 100. Whenever it starts to hit their pockets, right? It's like, all right, now we really need to do something. And now it seems like they're trying to finally put something out there. Now, in their defense, I believe from my research, they had tried to propose this back in 2019 when Barack Obama was in office, but it actually got declined by the House of Representatives. But we're going to dive deeper into that later into the live, right? Okay. So moving on to the next topic, the bill, right? Okay. Like this is the goal of it. If you guys haven't been living under a rock, and I'm pretty sure other shoe tubers / YouTubers have already put videos out about this, but I kind of waited to do this video / live to get more information and see what else is going to come out, right? Okay, but looks like the bill targets shoppers from using bots, which allows them to easily buy COVID products online or in stores, that's making it harder for the average consumer to average the products at retail. And that's exactly what botting is. You don't really have if you're just using regular manual copying, you don't stand a chance against a bot, right? Let's just keep it 100. Botting, you can't beat it. I've tried it in every way, shape, or form. There's been people that claim they have like, hey, yeah, this is bot-free access. Let's draw a box over this, draw a box over this cat figure or whatever. Hey, type in this password. No matter how you slice and dice it, man, it's been very difficult. Has some of that stuff worked? Yes. But when you put that stuff out there, okay, y'all may succeed one time, but once the botter gets a hold of what you're trying to do, then they just become numb to it. And you know what I mean? And at that point, it makes it harder for the person who really wants a sneaker. And then my defense, right? And I know I'm going off on a tangent here. Reselling has always been a part of the sneaker community, but botting has took it to another level. It makes it harder to cop sneakers. And to be honest, I often question people who bot, are they really sneakerheads? You know what I'm saying? It's different from how resale used to be back from, I'll say this, reselling didn't really pop off hard until about 2011, right? And I got to think of the all-time favorite shoe was the 2011 Concords, right? Botting didn't take off then, but reselling was, I think that's what kind of kicked reselling off, right? Because that's the shoe that started going crazy. Then Yeezys popped off around that same time in 2012. The Yeezy 2s, all Nike, right? Okay, but neither here nor there. That's when it really became a problem, but it really wasn't a major problem because at that point, if you still put in the footwork, you can get your sneakers. But now, in 2020, 2021, different ball game. So I just want to know why it took the government so long. But if you really think about it, it's 2020 is really when things started popping off and botting. And now we're at the end of 2021. So they're finally getting heat of things now, right? Okay. And they're trying to make it where, we don't have to really worry about botting as much as anymore, right? We got somebody else in the comment section. What's going on? Let's see. We got Soul Brother 85. What up, fam? What's good, bro? What's good? Right? Okay. You just joined. We going in. Devin Dunks is not with us, so I'm running the live by myself. A little bit of difficult challenge, but I'm gonna keep it moving. So where was I with this? So pretty much we're at this. The Grinch Botting Act, which stopping the Grinch Botting Act means a bill that clamps down on the use of computer software in a system that bypasses security measure of websites. Kind of just read that one. Now, I want to go a little bit in depth of what the actual bill kind of entails to. We got Ken K in the building. She says, hello. What up, Ken K? Welcome to the live. As you can see by the title, we're talking basically this new botting uh, um, this new botting that they're trying to pass, this new botting bill where it prevents bots. And we're going to touch on Virgil a little bit in the future of Off-White, and we're going to get up out of this thing. But appreciate you for joining the live. I know that you were part of last live, so welcome back. Appreciate everybody for coming through, for sure. So, to get over what this bill, if you guys haven't been living under the rock, and a lot of y'all already know what this is, the bill targets shoppers from using bots, which allows them to easily buy COVID products. I read that one already. Let me go to the next one. But pretty much this one is the bill targets shoppers using bots, which allows them to easily buy COVID products online and in stores, thus making it harder for the average consumer to access products for retail, which us in the sneaker community, we've been feeling it for a while. But I think once they finally did it on the gaming system that dropped, which I believe it was the Xbox, or no, it's a PlayStation 5. I think that was like the straw that broke the camel's back where it got enough people's attention, right? Okay. Botting users will typically sell products on the secondary market at a heavily market price. So that's what a botter usually does, right? That's the point of botting, in my opinion. It would be different if you were botting to just get one for yourself and call it a day, so you make sure your product or whatever you're trying to receive is guaranteed. But botters, every botter that I've seen people on YouTube. I'm not going to say any specific names. Just type in botter, you know what, and you'll find somebody doing videos on how to buy it, right? But usually a botter buys multiple pairs. When I say multiple, I mean like they take over almost nearly half of the stock of whatever the product is. And you don't have a chance. You can't beat that manually. So that makes it very difficult for the person who really wants a shoe. And I remember times where I could actually sit back and just think about, like, do I really want the shoe? All right, I'm gonna give it a couple days because it's not gonna sell out instantly. But now it don't even matter, man. And I know this article that you've seen on Nice Kicks, pretty much I can pull up the article if you guys want me to, but I know it's targeted at botting in general. But let's face it, it hit home with the sneaker community for sure, right? Okay, we got somebody else in the comment section. Kim K says, personally, I hope the botting comes to an end. I just wonder how they'll do it. Exactly. They got an idea, but I'm with you. I'm wondering how they're gonna handle it as far as like when, because it's passing a bill and saying it's illegal now isn't really gonna stop people per se, but I want to know more so what the consequences are going to be when or if you get caught. You know what I'm saying? Like, what happens when you get caught? Now what? You know what I'm saying? What are the consequences? Is it jail time? Is it a fine? Is it like, hey, we're blocking this, that, and the third? That's my thing. Because I'm not against, let me just throw this out there. While botters aren't technically doing nothing really illegal just yet, I'm not against resale. I hate resellers, yes. But resale back then versus resellers versus today are totally different. It's different when a reseller was selling their own personal shoe out of their collection for, $100 and up, $200 and up. Say the shoe costs $200. All right, I'm gonna sell it to you for $300, $400. But even then, they didn't really do it like that. Like, honestly, back in the day, and I hate to go back in the day, but resellers used to, and I wouldn't even call them resellers. They would just be selling their shoe just to get the most current shoe. So what they would do is, say the shoe costs $200, they'll put it on eBay, what have you, for $275, $280, $300. A little bit of profit, and they got rid of the shoe. But now the botters, because botting isn't cheap. If anybody's who did the research on botting is not free, it's kind of expensive. You know what I'm saying? Let's put it this way. The more money you put into botting, the more expensive it is. And at that point, now you want to make your money back for paying for the bot and you want to make profit. Now you got to jack the price of the shoe up. So say the shoe was $200. That's why you see prices on shoes on resale markets going for $400 and up on average. You know what I mean? And that's not fair to us because you chose a bot and you wanted to make this a business. You know what I'm saying? We got Soul Brother back in the building. He says resellers today are scumbags. Exactly. It's a different ball game, and I'm agree with him. I've always said this from day one. I'm not against resellers, but it's about how you resell. And I'm gonna keep that 100. It's about how you resell. I resell some of my sneakers from my personal collection, but and I always tell them on my eBay page. Whenever you see my sneakers, 9 times out of 10, well, ain't no 9 times out of 10. You're only gonna see two different sizes. It's either 10 or 10 and a half. The only exception you will see if when and or if I buy a Yeezy where you got to go a full size up, which is an 11. So pretty much you'll see my sizes anywhere from 10 to 11, but on average it's going to be a size 10. And I never crack anybody over the head because reselling's always been a part of the sneaker community. It's been underground. But then, like I said, when 2020 kicked off with what happened, man, people just found a new hustle, man. And it's nothing wrong with that, but it's again, I'm just about how you do it. Like, don't jack up the price because you gotta keep up the maintenance on this expensive bot that I have nothing control over. John in the building, we says, at this rate, I'm gonna get the PS5 in 2023 at retail price. I feel you. That's another reason why I kind of got out of gaming. My best friend, Devin Dunks, which was not on the live, he's normally on the live with it, but not tonight. That's my best friend for life. One thing he could say, one thing that brought us together, we used to play video games together. You used to could just go to Walmart and pick up the video game system. Not now. You know what I'm saying? Resellers are just, I don't even think it's about sneakers with them anymore. It's about whatever product they can move. And I'm not mad at that, but at the same time, like I said, it's all about how you resell. You know what I'm saying? And that's my biggest issue with it, right? Now, this new bill that the Democrats are trying to pass, and, you know, I'm not big into politics. I don't care if you're Republican or Democrats, but it seems like the Democrats are the ones who are passing this bill. The bill targets shoppers using bots, which allows them to easily buy COVID products online and stores, making it harder for them, the average consumer, to access products for retail. I read that already, and I already explained over how pretty much they're trying to make stuff go up for resale. This is where we're at. In the proposal, it identifies toys as the main target for scalpers, but the bill also prevents users of bots online sneaker retail stores. So this is my thing. Not only has sneakerheads, sneaker collectors, the true sneakerhead collectors, the people who are really into sneakers, as the buying our sneakers because we like them, but people who are into toys and other products as well. Like I said, we just brought up the PlayStation 5. That's a problem. But there's other toys out there that's been very limited. And let me cover this word limited. I don't think it's the company. The company are making them limited, but I don't think they're making it that hard to get. You got to think the company makes a certain amount, but then you got the buyers who take a certain amount. You know what I'm saying? So say a company makes 100,000 of their product. If the buyers take 75 and now you only got 25 left, you know, for the whole United States or the whole country, yeah, it's limited. You know what I'm saying? And that's not really fair, man. And that's the thing. I don't know who really, well, I know the person, the name that's been thrown around, one of the governors that's been kind of trying to pass the bill. I don't know what it is to him personally, but I'm kind of glad that he's actually taking this up. Why isn't it he tatted? Said, why isn't he tatted up like you? What you mean? Who? Why isn't he tatted up like who? Who you talking about? Soul Brother 85. Who you talking about? Why isn't who tatted up like me? And my tattoos, man. I know this a little off topic. My tattoos are therapy, man. And that's it. That's all my tattoos came through. That's how I deal with just my personal day-to-day stuff. I go get a tattoo. And I've been at this for years. You know what I'm saying? The tattoo thing, it's not like I went up and got 1,000 tattoos in one day. I've been doing this since I was in high school, right? And I'm going to leave it there. Your best friend. Are you talking about Devin Dunks? To be honest, to defend Devin Dunks, right? He has tattoos. Devin Dunks he can draw his you know what off. He is an artist, low key, and I wish he would stick to it, but he doesn't. It comes natural to him, and it's one of those things. And I can't speak for him, but for him, from the outside looking in, Devin Dunks and art, he just looks at it as like it's his hobby. He does it for the love, but he don't look at it as a business perspective. But growing up in school, man, all he used to do was draw. Why is he not tatted up like me? I don't know. Tattoos isn't for everybody, man. And let's be honest, tattoos isn't necessarily the funnest thing in the world. They kind of don't feel too great. Not all of them hurt, but not all of them feel good either, right? So cool, yeah. So yeah, he's an artistic person, and he definitely has some tattoos. I think I just probably want a little OD if I got to compare the two. So brother, nice to get to know some background. Most definitely, man. And Devin Dunks will definitely give you all the background you want to need. And any background y'all want to know, and any background y'all want to know about me, just ask. You know, I'm an open book, man. Back to the topic at hand. Appreciate those questions slash, you know, question slash statements. So brother 85 for sure, man. Appreciate that. We got Scott in the building. Praying the bill passes and the feds kick Bada Boy Novador off the hinges. I ain't want to say no names, Scott. I ain't really want to say no names, but let's just keep it 100. He's advertised what he does, and I'm not a hater of it, right? If he knows what he's doing, cool. But from a sneakerhead perspective, it does touch me because now you're in the way of me trying to get sneakers, right? Okay. All right, go ahead and laugh at me, so brother 85. But Scott, I feel you, man. I don't like to throw people's name in my mouth, but he's one of the people. He is on YouTube, and he's been very vocal about what he does, and it also could be used as educational purposes. When I see what he goes through and the amount of money he puts in, that lets me know right there, botting's not for me. Because at the end of the day, I just want one pair. I don't need multiple pairs. Y'all seen my collection in my videos. I don't need multiple pairs of anything. All I need is one pair. I used to be like, let me get one pair of rock and one pair of stock. I stopped doing that years ago because honestly, once you start getting over a certain amount in your collection, there's no point of rock to stock. Because honestly, once you start collecting your sneakers and you start seeing it build up, at this point, if I wore a different sneaker every single day, it would still take me anywhere from 4 or 5 months to wear every single sneaker if I rotated them out every single day. So I don't need a rock the stock pair anymore. So that's why I'm like, botting's really not for me. I just really want one pair. And that's my whole biggest thing. And I'm not taking shots at Bada Boy. He's put himself out there. That's what he does. And again, I don't like to put people's names in my mouth, right? Okay. But since it's already been thrown out in the channel, y'all already know what it is, man. So moving right along. So apparently from my research in 2016, the Botter online ticket sales, which they got it in bots in parentheses act, was signed into the law by President Barack Obama, which banned the use of bots on online ticketing websites. But that was just ticketing websites. It wasn't about botting sneakers. So all this time that we thought botting was illegal, it really wasn't too illegal. So they can't really get into trouble. But I guess now it's finally become a problem in 2020. And you know why it's become a problem, man. Whenever, and I'm not trying to pick on the government here, and I don't want to get my channel shut down. I don't want to get the live shut down, but it's a money thing. Whenever the government sees somebody start making a little bit of too much tax-free money, if they're not getting in on the pot, they will get in on the pot. That's just how our country works over here in the United States, man. And it's a love-hate for me. You know what I'm saying? I respect the hustle. That's why I'll say this. Hustlers, do your thing. But I guess because sneaker collecting has been like an underground thing for the longest. And then even so, like I'll say 2019, it was still like, it was popular, but it wasn't on the level of 2020 and 2021 when people it's just a full on, hey, this is a business. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's always been a business, but not on a level of what it's trying to be now. And that's my biggest issue with it, right? Okay. So the Stopping Grinch Bots Act will adopt a similar structure preventing the use of bots from all online retail sites in the US. So this is my biggest question. Because when I read through the nice article, it was saying for the holidays, but it is going to be long term. I hope it's long term because let's face it, man. When's the last time you copped a let's just say a sneaker, a hype sneaker, right? For retail. When's the last time you caught one for retail? Not saying a sneaker you really like because nobody else really wasn't checking for it. And when I say when nobody else really wasn't checking for it, I'm saying when the botters wasn't checking for it. Because if it's a hype sneaker, you might as well kiss it goodbye. And the last hype sneaker I can think of was, sure, we can think of the Amamon years, but I'm going to say the Off-White 2s. Super hard to cop, right? Okay. You know what I'm saying? I think botters were probably all over that one. Let's just keep it 100. We got Soul Brother 85. Finish Line offer exclusive access on the cool grades to beat the bots tier 1 members. This is true. But still, they're still going to get botted. You got to think, people going to bot that sneakers app, even if it is for a draw, and I know it's harder. But think about it. There's people who put that money into the bots. You know what I'm saying? I ain't copped off sneakers of something that I truly, really wanted, that I was really excited about in a long time. And this is another reason why I don't buy, and I know this is kind of off topic, is when I look at the up cost front, you got to put into a bot, and then you're going to have to buy multiple pairs. I'm not a reseller. I don't want to resell a whole bunch of shoes. Do I resell a few shoes from my collection every now and then that I don't wear? Sure. But I'm not trying to do it as a full-time business job. I don't even want to do it as a part-time job. I just want to get my pair, rock them, put them in my little crates for display, and rotate them out. But yeah, like I can't see myself doing it long-term, investing into it. That's why botting has never really seemed like a long-term investment for me. Like if I'm going to pay resale, which is very, very rare, which I pay resale every now and then, but I'd rather go and throw that extra $100 to $200 over retail versus throwing $2,000-$3,000 into the botting. And then that's the thing, that's just for the bot. Then you got to think, not only do you got to pay for the botting and then keep it up to date, you got to also pay for the shoes too. It's a lot of money, man. Upfront cost for botting and getting shoes, that's easily $1,000 for $1,000 to $5,000 up front. I don't want to do all that, versus just getting somebody $250 or $300 for the one shoe that I want. Either way, either route you take is really, really annoying because y'all can tell I really looked into botting. But, and the thing is, if I was to buy, I wasn't going to I would feel so guilty trying to put that crazy resale price on you guys because I took the time to invest in the buy. It's not for me. I'm a true soul collector, true sneakerhead. You know what I'm saying? Like I do this for the love. Ken K, I feel like they might go off the algorithm and engagement levels on apps even harder to make it harder for bots to interfere. I don't know. That's what they say. But the bots are still taking a lot of W's. You know what I'm saying? I hear what you're saying, the algorithm and making sure you're active on Sneakers app, especially Sneakers app. That was a thing when it came out. They're like, the more active you are, the better chance you got to win. I tried that, man. And I've still been taking L's on Sneakers app. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's been people that have better chances of, there's been people who have better chances that are new to the sneaker game, just now getting the Sneakers app and just signing in. And it's like they give the new people first come, first serve, at least for a few pairs. And I'm not hating, but I just find it a little weird. Remind me, I had to have a little drink real quick, talking a little much, get your mouth dry. But neither here nor there, we got Curtis Neal in the building. Says, you like to comment, Mr. Jones. They know the wrong 400. I just said this. You like to comment, Mr. Jones. They know the wrong 400. I just said this. What you mean, Curtis Neal? What you mean? Break it down for me. Break it down. Be active in the chat, y'all. Be active. Don't be afraid to talk. It's just me and us, and we're going to keep it moving up in here. But like I was just saying, man, this is something we need in the sneaker culture for sure. Allowing Grinch bots to rig prices and squeeze customer service or squeeze consumers during the holiday season hurts American families, small business owners, product makers, and entrepreneurs. That's what this bill is basically targeted at. It's letting you know, like, it's not only hurting us, but it's hurting small business as well, because some businesses can't afford bot protection. Because I assume bot protection isn't cheap. And let's be 100. Let's keep it 100. The bot protection that people are paying for, it can't be that great because botters are still getting through. Let's just keep it 100. And we're tired of the bots. I know I'm personally tired of the bots, right? Okay. We got Kristen Bennett in there, fake ass Paru. Let's address that, right? Because people have a problem with me wearing a red bandana, dog. I'm gonna be honest. My hairline is not always perfect all the time. That is why I wear a red bandana. Not because I'm in a gang. I'm not a gang member. I never once said to be a gang member. Tattoos are not gang affiliated. I know nothing about a gangs. I'm not a Pyru. Have I heard of it? Sure. That doesn't mean I can't wear this 99-cent bandana that came from the Beauty Mark store. That's it. I'm not a gang member. Red is one of my favorite colors. If you don't like the bandana that I'm wearing, feel free to buy me another one. And if I like it, I may wear it. But at the same time, dog, you're not offending me. I've had people come in the comment section. Ain't nobody press me. I wear this out in public. Ain't nobody ever tried me. I don't throw up gang. I don't know no gang signs. I don't know nothing about a gang. But at the same time, this is 99 cents from the Beauty Mark store. You mad? I'm wearing a 99-cent bandana from the Beauty Mark store. I'm offending you, Christian Bennett. I'm sorry. What color would you like me to wear? Let me know. Please let me know. Red is one of my favorite colors. I'm not a gang member. I've said that 100 times. I have nothing against gangs. Let me throw that out there. I'm gonna have nothing against gangs. But if that's how you feel, how am I offending you? I never said, you can call me a fake ass Pyru, but I never said I was a Pyru. You never see me throw up a gang member. I've never tried to come at anybody in any way, shape, or form in that matter. I'm not even upset. I just find it weird that I'm offending you by wearing something that costs 99 cents and not even a full dollar. Sorry. I don't know what you want me to say. Anyway, back to the topic at hand, back to this bot stuff, man. Like I said, I'm not offended by that. But anyway, so we're back. So going to the next thing with this, Stopping the Grinch Bots Act was originally introduced in the U.S. House of Representatives in 2019, but failed as it didn't receive any votes from lawmakers. It didn't receive that many votes. So they had tried to pass this back in 2019. Now, was it for sneakers? Maybe not. But they had seen this was a problem a long time ago, right? Okay. We got Ken K. Some people can't wear red. That's crazy. That's what I'm saying, Ken K. And I know this off topic from what my topic is. Again, I have all red sneakers. I have an all red fit. Again, honestly, when I'm doing my videos through the week, my shape ups that I get, my barber does a tremendous job. Shout out to my barber if he's watching this. Right now, I got a fresh lineup, but my hair grows back very quickly. Look at my hair is grown. It grows very quickly. So one of the reasons why I wear this is just so y'all don't see my lineup messed up sometimes. And to be honest, I think red looks nice on me. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? Sorry I offended you, Curtis Neal. Oh, no, it wasn't Curtis Neal. It was Christian Bennett. Sorry, Curtis Neal. My bad. I want to take a shot at you. Christian Bennett, my bad. But anyway, so we're back. We got Ken K again. Yeah, back to the topic. Exactly, man. I'm not gonna let anybody kill my spirit. You're not gonna stop me from wearing a red bandana. And if somebody was to press me for a red bandana in public, honestly, you need to question your priorities, not mine. If I'm offending you that bad. I ain't talking about nobody in your family, no nothing. But anyway, right? Okay, back to this botting thing. So what I was saying, we're here. This was originally they tried to pass this back in 2019, but it failed to receive the votes. So Barack Obama did a lot of things that we probably don't give him enough credit for. So he passed a lot. He tried to sign off on a lot of things, but one thing I don't like about our country and the law is the president only has so much power. He has the mouth and he can sign off on stuff, but even the president has a boss and they have to sign off on things as well. So that's my biggest issue with that. You know what I'm saying? So, but you can't blame somebody for trying. Christian Bennett, was the 99 cents, was that tax included? Yes, sir, it was. So I paid actually over 99 cents. I paid over $1 and something for this joint. Again, honestly, if I unravel this joint, It's so cheap that on the opposite side of this thing, they didn't even print this little branding right here. It's not on the inside, it's only on the outside. So if I roll it the opposite way, you would think my bandana is faded. So yeah, it's a very, very cheap bandana. So if over $1 or something is offending somebody, I'm sorry. Holy crap, man. I don't walk around wearing it in my back pocket, no nothing. Literally just to cover the hairline joint. But anyway, back to the topic at hand. You guys are loving this bandana thing, man. We got sold out on it, but that's Devin Dunks. I wish he was a part of live. Devin Dunks, what's up? How's it going, everyone? That's what Devin Dunks, he's speaking out there, everybody. He's at work watching the live. He just couldn't be a part of it. That's Devin Dunks right there, right? Okay. Everything's going good, bro. Somebody just tried to press me for wearing a red bandana. I guess that was offending, but you know, and I know, I'm not a gang member by any way, shape, or form. And tattoos don't make you a gang member by any way, shape, or form. I don't know. Honestly, if y'all need me to do a tattoo tour to break down my entire tattoo, I would do that as well. And you will slowly see that, hey, none of these are even gang related at all. None of these. Nothing on me is gang related. We got Devin, cool. Soul Brother said fire. So he's saying, what's up? And we got Ken K. It's going good, sold out. How are you? See, people are feeling you. Last live, guys, Devin Dunks was like, yo, everybody was just excited to see you. They didn't even know I was there. And I was like, no, they feeling you too. We're a team. That's my best friend, literally from middle school. And I'm going to tell a little secret. How me and Devin Dunks met, we both fell sixth grade. We both fell sixth grade. And we had met the first year in sixth grade, but we ain't really like dap up or really link. But the second year, when we came back from summer break and we saw that we was both in the same grade, like, oh, you fell? Yeah, I fell too. And we dapped up and we've been boys ever since then. Period. And yes, we went on to be successful in our lives. So just because you fell at something, that don't mean you give up. I'm living proof. Devin Dunks is living proof. We just gonna keep it 100. Sorry, Devin Dunks. I know you probably want me to put all that out there, but that's just what it is. But anyway, I miss all of y'all. See y'all next week. Most definitely. And I will say, having you on live with me makes it a little bit easier, Devin Dunks. I miss you, bro, for sure. We got Scott in the building. Small businesses can't grow if one person buys stock and people can't wear the pieces to expand the brand. Exactly, Scott. I agree with you 100%, homie. I agree with you 100%. So, this whole botting thing, it wasn't hurting the big resellers. Well, it wasn't hurting the bigger businesses, but the smaller mom and pop stores that are getting botted, they can't afford the fire protection, they're getting hurt all the way around. I don't think they were backdooring as heavy as we thought they were. Now, a lot of them, sure, right? Okay, let's just keep it 100. But not all of them. So it's about time the government really gets a hands on it. And like I just said, they were trying to put a hands on it in 2019. But it was nowhere near on the level it was in 2020. Things just went through the roof. Honestly, I think 2020, I probably, as many shoes I attempted to buy versus how many I bought, I'll say maybe let's say I attempted to buy 20 pairs of sneakers. I think I bought 2 for retail. I'm talking retail right now. Retail, that's what I'm talking about. So, like I said, it was originally written in 2019. So, with this new bill that they're trying to pass, how will this change the sneaker community? I'm hoping it changes it for the better, right? I want you guys to sound off in the comment section. Do you think this is going to make any major changes if they pass this bill? And let me throw this out there. Even once they pass the bill, it's not going to stop people from doing it. But also, you got to think, what about the consequences when and or if they get caught? Soul Brother 85, I remember when we used to camp out. Those were the olden days. And see, the thing with camping out is they became unsafe to a certain extent. Because with campouts, like the last camp out, I ain't going to say the last camp out I remember, because the last camp out I truly remember was for the Jordan 12 Masters. I necessarily didn't camp out, but it was a long line at my mall for these. And when people came in from all different sides of the mall, and I still got my size because they had a stupid amount of pairs. However, that was the last time I remember the true, like, hey, they were first come, first serve, and people were waiting outside the door, and we had to get escorted in by security guards, right? But camping out, the problem with camping out is there's the shoe to people ratio. And I know the early bird gets the worm, but some people will start camping out. Say the shoe drops on Saturday. Some people start camping out on Thursday, Wednesday. Bro, what happens if you got to go to? I got to go to work. I don't get off till Friday, and maybe I had a weekend, and then I can come in. But I'm gonna be late to the party for the true camp hours. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, the problem with camping out, not only is it not really truly was safe, it's just that it used to be safe where when I camped out for the 12 Masters, I met some people, we exchanged numbers. It was true all diehard sneakerhead collectors, and we love the game. But then you got the dirty side where, hey, I didn't get my pair, so I'm about to shoot them all up, or I'm about to hurt this person or fight somebody, because you don't see the fights that break out in the mall over a pair of sneakers, and it's never been that deep for me. And I'm gonna just leave it there. That's the problem with camp out. Sold out. That's Devin Dunks. No, because anything can be hacked. This is true. I agree. Anything can be hacked. Sold brother 85. I camped out a week for each Yeezy one. Sheesh. Yeah, I bet you did, because them things are still going up there for a crazy price. Scott, I think if the bill passes, they'll target the developers and force them to disable keys. Yeah, that's a start. But I don't think I'm a agree with you, Scott, but I'm gonna disagree to a certain extent, because they're gonna have to find the developers, but it may be easier to find out who, if they're not really hiding their IP addresses, they're going to go after the people. The low hanging fruit is the word I'm looking for. I think they're going to go after the low hanging fruit. Hey, you're botting, stop it or else. And then the second one, all right, we're suing you. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they're necessarily going to get jail time, but they're going to get their money back, and then they're going to hurt them in the pockets where you're not going to want to do it no more, because eventually, if you don't pay up, you will do jail time. And let's face it, a lot of people are afraid of jail and prison. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it 100. That's how it is, because, and I'm gonna compare it to whenever we used to download music for free, they stopped that because that was pirating, right? You know what I'm saying? Devin Dunskin cussed this. I used to be a big MP3 downloader in person, right? Okay, and things are getting a little hectic. I'm probably telling on myself, but I don't do it no more, Mr. Government. I'm sorry. But I think this is going to be the same route, same concept, because things have, let's just keep it 100. Things have gotten out of hand. Kim K says, I live by a military base and people would camp out like crazy. They used to put their chair down and leave till it opened. See, yeah, and I live by several military installations. In my area, it's a little bit of big area, but we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least. I don't know what we count. 1, 2, 3, at least. I know we got 4 military installations in my area. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be there. No regrets. Still have all 3DS. Nice. Man, where your sneakers? Soul Brother 85. Where are your sneakers? Where are them Yeezys? What size is it, though? What size? Because, low key, I wouldn't mind having those Nike Yeezys for sure. Sold out LimeWire. Most definitely. I use LimeWire, Morphus. What else? Kazaa was a big one as well, which is big. They were all the same thing. They were peer-to-peer programs, but at the end of the day, that stuff was not truly legal. And eventually, once your internet, they hit your internet provider up first, and your internet provider hit you like, hey, stop it, or we're gonna put your information out there, because they got your IP address and stuff like that. And I know there's ways around blocking your IP address, but eventually they will get you, because again, some people are probably not doing it that in depth, but I know there is a lot of people that are doing it in depth. So, brother 85, we couldn't leave for more than 30 minutes a day. That was enough to shower and get back the next day. Shaking my sheesh, man. You really want them 11 and a half? Dang, down my side. Now, if them joints was a 10, we may have to negotiate some things, you know what I'm saying, depending on what it is. Devin Dunks kind of bounce from you, man. I really wanted some Yeezy, especially when them Yeezy 2s drop. But I know you're talking the original Yeezys. But, yeah, more importantly, man, I'm very curious. More importantly, I think everybody's curious, what is the government going to do if the bill passes? That's if the bill passes. I think it's going to pass 9 times out of 10, just speaking it into existence. But when the bill passes, what next is the question, right? What is the plan? What are y'all actually going to do to the people who continue to do it, and or the people that get caught doing it? You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm not against anybody's hustle because reselling, right? Reselling's always been a part of the sneaker community. That's why I don't really pick on the resellers that's been in the game since 2011 and beforehand. I don't pick on them people because they've been doing what they've been doing for years. But it's the botters and the other people who new to the game that really don't do it for the love. And you can argue that about any reseller, you know what I'm saying? But reselling back then was made way different from how it is now. And I think we all agree on it. Y'all don't mind me having a little keeping my mouth like wet pause, you know what I'm saying? Doing all that talking definitely get the kid a little thirsty in here. But again, next thing I want to pose up, will this make buying sneakers easier if they pass this bot? Or if they pass this bill, not bot, but if they pass this bill to make botting illegal and start putting a hammer down, so to speak, on these resellers, you think it's going to make it easier to, you know, buy the sneakers, you know what I'm saying? And I hope so. Everybody, that's what everybody's leaning towards too, and that's the goal, man. What I tell y'all from day one on my channel, hey, whether I'm drip, flip, or skip, whether I think the shoe is drip, flip, or skip, buy what you like. That's the part. That's honestly, if I got to keep it 100, that's the one thing that I love about the sneaker community is that to see somebody else rock something that I didn't think was cool, but then when I see it on their feet, they're like, I'm like, oh dang, maybe I should have got them after all because they make them things pop. They make them look cool. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I miss about the sneaker community. So it's much different now. You know, I feel like there's way more people in it just for the business aspect of it versus how it used to be. So brethren, I don't think so. You don't think it's gonna change? We got Kim K. What is you sipping on? Water. Water. Anyway, we got Who That for Life. These resellers make shoe game not how it used to be. Some of them just buy for money, not for the toe. Exactly, and that's my thing. I miss those days where people were buying for the toe, but then we got them, they're like, dang, I don't really want them. And or I can't. I'm being honest. Some of my collection is built off of people selling their shoes to me just to be able to buy the next shoe. So I got a lot of my shoes for a deal. You know what I'm saying? Like I got the cool gray 11s from 2010. I got those because homie was like, yo, these are coming out and I don't have the money, but I got these. I'm going to sell these. Can you give me X amount for them? And yeah, I did. You know what I'm saying? Did I pay extra for them? Yeah. And I think I paid like $380 for them. Not bad. Sure, I paid over what the retail price was, but he was happy. I was happy. I know I'm not going to get rid of them. You know what I'm saying? That I feel like that was a deal, but it's hard to find that nowadays. Kim K, my sneakers always going to be a game of luck with or without bots. True, but I feel like if we can eliminate, I'm going to agree to disagree with you, Kim K. If we can eliminate a lot of the botters and the people that's in it just to buy sneakers just to flip, I feel like it'll make it a little bit more easier. Is it still going to be tough? Buying sneakers have always been tough since 2011, right? But again, like I said, if you put in the footwork, you know, into the raffles, I feel like our chances are better. But with all these botters that's in it for the money, that's taking over half the stock off rip, and then leaving us true sneaker collectors who buying a sneaker for what they really worth or who really want to rock them, it makes it 10 times as harder. So I agree with you, but there's still more to it too. So brother, exactly, Kim K. So he's agreeing with you. Who that? Same here. We got Jay James in the building. I heard the government is planning a bill to ban online botting federally. I think there'll still be a way around things. Most definitely. If there's a loophole, people are going to find it. I agree with you. If there's a loophole, people are definitely going to find it. Heard. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? That's my biggest thing. Do I think it's going to make buying sneakers easier? No. Because to be honest, there's a new sneakerheads, new sneaker collector getting in the game every single day. You know what I'm saying? I've been in the game since Devin Dunstan vouched for me. I've been in the game since middle school. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen it come full circle. It's a patience game. You're going to take some L's. You're not going to get every sneaker you always want. But at the level of way it is now, it is way harder compared. Like, I'm gonna be honest, even though things that got tough after 2011 on fourth, once I started doing my research on how to cop sneakers, I was still getting them for retail. I had to put in a little bit more footwork, but I was still able to get them. You know, I was hitting on raffles. I was hitting on the sneakers app. I wasn't really battling the bots as hard as I am now. But now with those bots and more people into the game, we outnumbered. You know what I'm saying? And the easy argument people could say, like, hey, tell Nike to make more. I don't think that even is a solution, man. They really do have to do something about the bots no matter what. I don't care what nobody says. Something has to be done about the bots. And again, I'm not trying to pick on the botters, but it's different if the botters are actually sneakerhead collectors or people who's just in it for the money. That's the part I think that really rubs people the wrong way. Who that for life? I've been in the game since 2011. Me too, bro. Actually, I've been in the game before 2011. But I think 2011 was really that line to separate, like, is you winning for life or what? You know what I'm saying? You could always, and I've always stepped out. I stepped out probably in 2014 to 2015. I stepped out the game and came right back in. And when I say stepped out the game, I means I went from buying every sneaker I really liked to about 1 or 2 pairs a year. I still was buying sneakers, don't get me wrong. I just wasn't on a level like before 2014. So 2014 and under, I was getting every sneaker, period. And I sold a lot of sneakers. And my silly self, because I wasn't in it for the money or the fame or anything like that, I gave away at least 30, 40 pairs of sneakers. And you know the little drop box joints where you can have to like donate clothes? I just dropped off a whole bunch of shoes there. I hate to know what those people did. I'm mad that I even did that because I should have put them all on eBay and at least broke even. But neither here nor there. Reselling wasn't big back then. You know what I'm saying? So, brother, I got a backdoor plug, but he only allows me 2 releases a year. It's about who you know. Exactly. It's about who you know. And to be honest, I feel like that's fair. There's nothing wrong with having a backdoor plug, and he's only allowing you so many. So he's not even letting you be greedy like that. I respect that. I respect your backdoor plug, Soul Brother 85. So I started collecting in 1999. Sweet. You know what I'm saying? I would say I probably started back then, but I think I wasn't making my own money just yet. So I could only do so much. I had to do over my parents' money, and they wasn't big on buying shoes at that price, period. Who there for life? The pandemic made it worse because people lost their jobs and seen how you can make money off of shoes. This is true, but at the same time, you still had to put that money up front. You know what I'm saying? I get it. People did it for the hustle and, you know, came new to the game, but you still got to put that money up front. And see, that's my thing. I had the money to put up front, but at the same time, I don't want a whole bunch of, to me, it'll be a headache to me. All right, cool. I got the bot. I got the best bot in the business. I got 30, 40, 50 pairs. Now I got to flip. I don't want to do all that. I just want one pair. That's, I think, what separates the true sneakerhead collector from the botter. You know what I'm saying? I just want one pair. I say, me and my coworker that I used to work with back in 2015, we say the same thing, yo. I don't want a million pairs. I just want one pair of the sneaker, man. And I just leave it there. Jay James in the building. To be honest, I haven't hit on sneakers yet and have to find other ways around things. Sucks because I'm rebuilding my shoe collection and I've been effed by resale at least a few times already. Hey, take a number, bro. I don't pay resale literally today and yesterday on a pair of sneakers I really, really, really wanted. And I negotiated them to the point where I think they just sold me the sneakers because they got annoyed with me. Because I was able to spit back certain knowledge. I showed them the StockX price, saw how it was pointing the downside, where this is how I negotiated. I showed them the StockX price. I was like, hey, these are plummeting. You may want to sell now. You know, I didn't word it that mean. I worded it kind of nicely, as in like, hey, I'm not a rookie. And they work with me. You know what I'm saying? We kind of broke even, but still a pain at the end of the day. And I'm still losing money because I didn't get them for retail. And Soul Brother 85. I'm 36. I've been working since 16. Hard work pays off. Back. I've been working since 20. No, I've been working since I was 15. I was about to say the year. I don't remember the year, but I've been working since age 15. And Devin Dunst can vouch for me. My first job at Wendy's. I still remember my first check at Wendy's, $133. I didn't buy sneakers with $133. I saved that money, and that's my biggest motivation to date. You know what I'm saying? And nothing against the people who work at Wendy's. Do what you got to do. Because if I got to go back to Wendy's tomorrow, I will. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I've been working since I was 15. And I know exactly what you mean. And when I started working, my mom didn't ask me to pay for bills, but she just asked me to, one, take care of my cell phone bill, put gas in my car, and buy your school clothes, which to me that means buy sneakers. I ain't really care about clothes. I care about sneakers more than clothes, obviously, right? Okay. Anyway, we got who that. I was told at Nike store, people really made the shoe game out a lifestyle, came in the store to sell the shoes, just paid their bills. I believe it. Soul seller. That's right, Mr. Jones. Exactly. Sold out. Not easier, but better chances. I agree, Devin Dunks. Um, it's still gonna be tough, but we got a better chance if they can eliminate at least half the bots because there's so many people botting, and those botters are right at this point. How I picture it is whoever got the best bot wins. I feel like it'd be behind the scenes. I feel like it'd be best bot against best bots. What you got? Fastest internet against fastest internet. You know what I'm saying? How much money you really trying to put into it? Black man 1212. You got to grind whatever you do in life. This is true. And that's the same with Steam Collection. That's how my collection came about. I had to put in that work. You know what I'm saying? Even whenever I remember I used to just wake up and pick up the shoes before I go to work. Before I went to JCPenney, because I used to work at JCPenney too. I'd be like, cool, I gotta be at JCPenney at 12 o'clock. I used to wake up, head to the Secret store by 10:30, get the new J's that just came out and rock them to work. And people like, how you getting these? How you getting them? I'm like, dog, you just go to the store and get them. But after them Concord 11s drop, different ball game. And it changed ever since then, man. So I'm hoping with this new bill, again, what Devin Dunks was saying, I hope it makes it somewhat easier. You know what I'm saying? Not like super easy where you just go in and buy, because then you're gonna get bored. I still like a little bit of a thrill, but I don't want to be annoyed where, all right, I'm taking the L every single time and ain't no point in me even trying. Like Devin Dunks asked me, did I try for the Jordan 1 I'm on my years? And I was like, yeah, I most definitely try. I took the L. You know, I don't want to spoiler alert. Let's say I took the L temporarily, and he was like, I asked him, did he try? Like, well, I didn't even try. And I know why he didn't try. He didn't even answer I said, why you didn't try? He didn't answer my question, but I know why he didn't try. He probably just didn't feel like taking the L, man. So another thing I want to bring up, if this bill passes, do you think it's going to affect the resale market? You know what I'm saying? Valid question. Or resellers scared now if this bill passes? And maybe not the old school resellers, like the ones that's been in the game for a while, like Stadium Goods and Flight Club, you know, the bigger names as they've been around forever. But the newer ones, you know what I'm saying, that's just popping up out of nowhere. They just open up a business and think they know the game and really don't know the game. Do you think it's going to affect them? My answer is yes. They're worried. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it 100, because people like Flight Club and Stadium Goods and StockX, I think they're in it for the long haul. You know what I'm saying? GoDap, they've been in it for the game. They've been in it before. They already been into it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's gonna affect them as hard. But those new ones that are just coming into the game, that just open up the stores, that only got like 2-3 store, maybe one storefront, it's gonna be tough. Who there for life? When they bought the PS5 drop, that's when they seen bots getting out of control. Yeah, what I'm assuming is some politician's kid got upset and they were like, what? And the kid probably broke it down to him to the point where like, oh, don't worry, we'll fix this. I'm assuming, I don't know. I'm just joking. I don't know. But yeah, I think I agree with who that for life. The PlayStation 5 was the icing on the cake. Should have been the icing on the cake early, like late 2020, but neither here nor there. I think the PS5 was the icing on the cake. Bots are helping these resellers, I think, most definitely. But if they slow down the resellers with this new bill, do you think that is going to stop the resale companies a little bit? Because where do you think the resellers getting it from? Where do you think the buyers are taking their shoes from? They're not giving it directly back to Nike for retail. They're gonna make profit because they got to make their money back to support that buy. Where do you think they're taking the stuff? So this may be the answer to our prayers. And we may not see the changes up front. Even if the bill passes, we got to let a few people get caught first. Because I don't, even after they pass the bill and pass it into law that the bill is that this is illegal to buy, you still got to give it a strong 6 months to a year because somebody's going to get caught lacking. I don't care who you are. Nobody's perfect. All we need, once that bill passes and that one person to get caught and they make an example out of he or she or whoever they are, then it'll trickle on down like, hey guys, yeah, I don't want to put myself at risk of what happened to so-and-so and so-and-so because they got X amount of time or they got to spend X amount of money or, they can't even do this and a third, whatever the punishment going to be. I think that's a big thing. People want to know, what is the punishment going to be? I want to know what the punishment is going to be. And I'll put that in quotation. Do I think anybody's going to get jail time? No. But I think they're going to hit them in the pockets. I think that's how our law system really works, man. If you got enough money, with the exception of a few things, you can pretty much get out of anything. With the exception of a few, not anything, but almost. I'm gonna say almost anything. So whoever that bother is, that if this bill passes, and I hope it's more than just for the holidays. They're trying to get it passed before Christmas so people can get their Christmas shopping. But I hope it's something that's long term. You know what I'm saying? And whoever that person is get caught and they make that example out of, I'm just curious what they're going to do. And I think we're all curious. So I hope the botters are more alert and got their stuff up, got their VPNs up, virtual private networks, get that stuff squared away. And I'm not trying to protect them because at the end of the day, I don't want to see nobody get in major trouble. I just want the game to be somewhat fair of how it used to be back in the day to go cop a sneaker. That's what I miss. They keep it 100. The people who can buy what you like versus the people who just buying shoes because everybody else likes it to sell it back to me. I don't like that. Yeah, so I think we covered the botting, and we're already over an hour. Man, time travels fast. So let's touch on this Virgil passing, man. So first thing first, RIP to Virgil, man. I didn't drop a video. I did put it in one of my videos at the beginning of the week because he just passed away Sunday. So RIP to Virgil, man. Y'all know who Virgil is. Off-White King. Let's keep 100. He changed the game of sneakers. You know what I'm saying? Jordan Brand was still going to be what they are. Nike was still going to be what they are. But as far as him bringing that Off-White level, he took it to another level. And he changed the game. You got to respect it. And another thing, too, he died from cancer. And I'm not going to go into details about my personal life, but this right here is based off of, this teardrop is based off somebody I lost very close to me. The reason I couldn't do my lives a couple weeks back to back, while I missed a couple lives, I just lost somebody to cancer. So I can relate on another level. I don't want to go into details about my personal life. So I can relate. And he lived with it for over a couple years and still was doing his thing. So at the end of the day, you got to respect it. Think about it. Kanye didn't like this guy because, to a certain extent, Kanye had beef against this guy because of at his level of what he was bringing to the table. And then they squashed it and they became back cool again. So we got to respect Virgil at the end of the day, man. And I don't think nobody ever disrespected Virgil. From what I'm hearing and all the research, he was a down-to-earth person. He treated everybody the same. Soul Brother 85. A lot of people are giving up and buying UAs. Yeah, a lot of people have converted to the UA market. I didn't cross over yet, but I will keep it 100. I thought about it a lot. But at the end of the day, my biggest issue why I never cross over to UA, and it's not to pick on the UA people who buy UAs, buy whatever you want to buy. I don't even care. I didn't want to have UAs and real sneakers and then couldn't be able to tell the difference. And then when it's time for me to sell a sneaker, I don't know what to do. So I just always went on to bite the bullet and paid that resale price for the real deal, Holyfield, to the best of my knowledge. So, again, not to pick on the people who buy UAs. If you're going to buy all UAs, buy all UAs. But me, I feel like my collection was too deep into real pairs to cross over to the UA world. And that was just it for me. But there's nothing wrong with buying UAs because if you're gonna rock the sneaker and beat it up, then by all means buy UAs. I'm not knocking UA people. There's no way, shape, or form, whatever. RP to the young brother, most definitely. RP to Virgil, man. And that was from Devin Dunks. Who that for life? Who bring up these prices on StockX? Man, I've had a crazy theory about this StockX thing, man, because who do set the prices? They say it's the consumer, but sometimes, man, I don't feel like it be the consumer. I feel like StockX already been kind of, man, and this is my best educated guess, and I don't know. So allegedly, I feel like StockX be already throwing a random magic number out there anyway, and seeing what people start throwing out there based off their lowest ask, and then see what they sold from there. It's a whole algorithm thing that it's probably too deep to dive into, and it'll be a whole nother live I would have to do, right? But I agree with you. Who do set the prices in general for resale market, right? So again, RP to Virgil, man. King, I don't say the king of streetwear, but he definitely changed the game, man. And he definitely, when Nike, when and or if we ever thought Nike was having a problem with battling other companies like Adidas, and if Yeezy ever officially jumped over the Jumpman, Off-White cleaned that out. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it 100. If Yeezy ever thought they jumped over the Jumpman, once Off-White dropped, Yeezy who? And Yeezy still doing their thing, don't get me wrong. But I'm saying, like, I think it's safe to say Off-White kept them afloat. Let's just keep it 100. But now that Virgil's gone, RIP to the homie, man. The future of Off-White. What can we expect? Sign off in the comment section. I don't think Off-White's going away, most definitely, because we can think of a lot of other brands who started, like, we can say Gucci lost, their original owners are dead, just for an example. But, when the original owner dies or the original creator dies, that doesn't mean the brand officially dies. But can we expect to see some changes is what I'm expecting, will there be more releases from Off-White? I'm sure. It's a thing. Virgil had cancer for over 2 years, and he had been working on, I'm assuming he got other stuff at least to clear all of 2022 and 2023. But then after that, what's next? What can we expect? Because I just think Nike and Off-White can't just disappear. They're too big in the game, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? We got L. Leon Burde. Hey, y'all. What up, L. Leon Burde? What up? So this is my thing. The future of Off-White. What can we expect? You know what I'm saying? Like, I would love to see them, continue on. But I know they can't just do it off rip. Nike is a big company. And think about the stuff that's happened with Travis. Now we got Virgil. A lot happened. It always happens like this towards the end of the year, too. At the end of 2021. My thing is this. Sorry for the sip, y'all. Will there be more Off-White releases? Most definitely. In my opinion, I refuse to believe they didn't have other things already drawn up on a mock board. Were there some things they probably need to tweak and change? Yes. And was Virgil probably hands-on and big enough to make those changes? Yes. But I'm sure that he had a right-hand man, or, I think the word I'm looking for, like, I think in the game where it's like you have the big dog, but then you have the person that the big dog is schooling, and you're right underneath the big dog. You're his right-hand man. So I think, and I don't know who that guy is, but I'm sure Virgil had a right-hand man, so he has now had to step up and take that place as though he was Virgil. And he's got some big shoes to fill. And he probably ain't, you can never be prepared, no matter what, to take the big dog shoes, no matter what. But when your time comes, you're going to shine. So I think, honestly, I don't think Off-White is going away. I think we're going to see honestly, we're going to see things get better. I think we're going to see even bigger changes and better changes, because I'm thinking, right, the best example I can think of is, like, we can think of from gangster times, right? Frank Lucas, right? He was underneath his boss, right? From American Gangster. He was underneath his boss. His boss did time and died, and he had to step up. He learned everything from his boss, but he was never the boss. But you always become better than the boss. I'm not saying this person that's underneath the Virgil is gonna come better than Virgil, but he's got Virgil's mind in his mind. Now he's honestly his biggest challenge is probably gonna be able to merge the world together. Right? Okay, let's just keep it 100. He's got some big shoes to fill, but I don't see Off-White going away. Okay, so we got Soul Brother 85, no Virgil, no Off-White. I'm gonna disagree. I'm gonna disagree with you. I agree with you, but I'm gonna agree to disagree. Virgil is the face, he's that guy. But again, I refuse to believe he wasn't training or having somebody as like a what's the word I'm looking for? What do they call them? Like when you're in training, like I'll come to me in a second. But I refuse to believe he didn't have somebody like a right-hand man underneath him. Not a yes man, but somebody that's like taking notes and studying the game. For Pop Smoke, it was 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has that. You know what I'm saying? And it's no different in the fashion world. You know what I'm saying? I know I don't think it's the end of Off-White. I think Off-White is gonna it's made too big of a mark. You know what I'm saying? Ken K. I'm sure they work hard to make sure Off-White legacy live on forever. They definitely prepared for it after his departure. He's legendary. Agreed. I'm agree with Ken K. They prepared for this. Sure, you can never prepare when somebody's about to die, and I can attest to this. But that legacy too deep. And like I said, he got somebody underneath him that was taking notes. He got somebody that was like studying his everything. You know what I'm saying? What's the word I'm looking for whenever you're doing that? It's not entrepreneur. It's entrepreneur, but it's like one of those. What am I thinking of? I can't. It's gonna come to me. The word I'm looking for, where you're doing training, but you're not necessarily getting paid the top notch dollar just yet. But you're interning. Intern. He had an intern. I refuse to believe that Virgil didn't have an intern. There's an intern right now that was working underneath of Virgil that was like, "I'll do whatever you say," because they're that into the game. I know he had one. I don't know personally, but I feel deep down he had a intern. That intern's finna step up, and his name finna come a part of the game. It's probably been bubbling underneath the surface, but Virgil's so big that his name's gonna top it. But now that Virgil's gone, that intern finna shine like a diamond. No pun intended. But most definitely, I don't think Off-White's going nowhere. Soul Brother 85. I'm saying it's not gonna ever be the original game. Of course, we can say that about anything, but it's just like Gucci. Their original owner's gone. The originator's there. The kids took over. Then they got other people that took over. But in order to make change, you got to bring on somebody new too. So I think it's gonna be some great changes. That's what happened with Gucci. That's what happened with Louis Vuitton. These brands are in it for the long haul. I see Off-White being in it for the long haul. You know what I'm saying? You don't make that bigger impact on a streetwear community for nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I refuse to believe they just had it at a point of failure where, hey, it's all Virgil and that's it. Sure, he's the name, he's the brand, he's the person that's got the final say off. But I'm saying he's had an intern that's been under his every wing. You know what I'm saying? No matter how you slice it and dice it. Will it be exactly the same? No. Because now you got a different mindset on it. But he knows how Virgil thinks. Is he Virgil all the way? But he has an idea what would Virgil do. So I don't think it's gonna go. I don't think it's gonna be that bad. I think we're gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? Corinne Crinsley, if I'm saying it right, successor. Okay. Most definitely. Soul Brother 85. It's just gonna be a new version. Yeah, but I still think they're gonna incorporate the old version as well. A successor. Okay, I'm gonna agree with him on that. Jay James, y'all seen them Off-White prices right now? Yeah, of course. That's what happens when people pass away, bro. Unfortunately, as much as I hate it, that's how the game goes. Annoying. They did it with Kobe too. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it 100. Will Nike restock or re-release some of the Off-White sneakers? I hope so. They were already limited, man. But eventually, I feel like maybe not next year, but year after next, they're gonna have to restock some of the stuff, man. just like they did with the Concords, just like over time, Nike restocks some of the stuff. So there will be some restocks coming in the future. How soon, I don't know. Because Off-White is still tech, even though Off-White's been out for a while, you still got to give it time to get old, so to speak. So I think we definitely gonna have some restocks. And I think that Off-White, while it will not be exactly the same as Virgil did it, but it's not going nowhere. It's too big to Nike. You know what I'm saying? No matter how you slice it and dice it, Off-White's not going nowhere. It's just like it's a brand name now. You know what I'm saying? It's a brand name, in my opinion. It's not going anywhere. So I've been on the live for about 100. I said 100. I've been on the live for about an hour and 15 minutes, man. It's about time to wrap things up. So upcoming releases. We at the end of the year. We already know what's already on release. Them my years are already released. I took some L's, but that don't mean I ain't gonna get them. I'm gonna just leave it at that. I'm my year Jordan 1s, most definitely. But upcoming releases, what we got left, man? Really, we got the Yeezy Beluga reflective joints, and then we got the Cool Gray 11s. What y'all looking forward to? What's left of 2021, man? If you think about it, we only got about 3 weeks left in this year. And then we on to a new year, man. What y'all expecting? Sound off in the comment section. I regret selling my lot 12 dunks now. I don't regret selling. I had what, lot 6, right? Lot 6, I think I had. I can't remember which video did I do. I'll pull it up real quick. Because I hit on them off-white dunks too. I think I had lot 6, but don't quote me on that. But I think I had lot 6. Let me double check. I'm almost positive I had lot 6, man. Yeah, on them off-white joints. Lot 6 is what I had. I don't regret selling them because I wasn't rocking them. You know what I'm saying? Are you looking for them pad 1s? I heard they pushed them back to January now. You talking about the Bread 1 patent leathers? I think they pushed them joints back to January. So, but for the month of December, I think all we really pretty much waiting on is the Beluga, the Yeezy 350 V2s Beluga with the reflectors, which I most definitely want. And we're waiting on the Cool Gray 11s, which rumors is there's over 1 million pairs. I've heard 2 million pairs. I don't know. So, anybody else in the comment section, what y'all looking for? So, patent leathers, Jordan 1s. I know they were anticipated to release this year, but it looks like they are going to push them back to January. Ken K, Soul Brother, why do that? I'm a dunk fan. Lot 14 on my babies. I sold my joint too. I had a lot 6s, man. Low key, y'all making me wish I would have kept my joints now, man. I mean, I ain't mad. I sold them joints, but at the end of the day, man, they were just gonna be there just because they were off whites. I wasn't gonna have them just. I don't like to just have them just sitting there. I'm trying to confirm real quick. I'm scrolling through my channel. Yeah, I had lot 6, if y'all remember, man. But yeah, and I only got 1 pair of off-whites, and I had 2 pairs. But yeah. Soul Brother, I wasn't gonna rock them. Exactly, Soul Brother 85. That's how I feel, man. If I wasn't gonna rock them, I like to give them to a nice home. And y'all know if I put the bidding right at retail, and then they sold way more for that, and people gave me a lot of flack, like, oh, you knew, blah, blah. I didn't know anything. I gave everybody a fair chance. I put it out on the channel. And at the end of the day, my pair still sold cheaper than what it was if you're going to just go straight to a reseller. Just to keep it 100. Did I make some profit? Sure. But that wasn't my goal. I just really wanted to I know I wasn't going to rock them, but I know I couldn't. I couldn't sell them for 99 cents. I mean, I could have, but they wasn't going to sell for 99 cents. You know what I'm saying? So I did. Exactly. So, like I said, man, not too much really to expect for the remainder of the year, man. We got 3 weeks left. You inspire me to sell my bag. Oh, don't do that. Hey, you get me in trouble, bro. Stop, man. You remember that video when I put it out there for sale? And people really went in the comment section, bro. They went in. Some people unsubscribed to the channel and everything. They were like, yo, that's not what you about. I'm like, I'm not a reseller, but I'm not rocking these. And I put them on there for retail. Like, yeah, but you put the bidding, blah, blah. I'm like, I know what I did. But I did that so everybody can have time, because if I would put it out there right at retail, the first person would have bought them things within 5 seconds. You know what I'm saying? I want to give people time to do that. Yeah, you remember exactly. People was going in on the kid, man. It is what it is, though. I ain't tripping. I ain't mad. I ain't upset about it. I don't regret none of it. And it is what it is. And I don't want to necessarily want to be your inspiration for that one, but hey, it is what it is. And um, again, I'm just one drop in the bucket. I sold what? How many pairs of shoes did I sell this year? Like what? 3-4 pairs tops, compared to people who try to sell 200, 300, 400 pairs each year. That's not me. You know what I'm saying? When I got the championship red lows, I was satisfied. I feel you. And those are clean. I think Devin Dunk's got his eyes on those. Kim K, Jeremy, did you hit on those Grateful Deads? No. I took an L on the Grateful Deads. I'm going to grab those back on their back end, though, for sure. And I got some other sneakers that I'm looking at as well for the resale price. Just kind of negotiating those as well. But the Grateful Deads, I took an L. Let me look them up for sure. Make sure. I know I took an L on them because I don't have them. But yeah, those Grateful Deads, you're talking about the yellow ones I have. Those I pay resale on. I pay resale on the yellow pair, and I know there's a green and an orange pair, but I got the yellow pair. I didn't hit on those. I took an L on them. Did I try? Sure. And I waited a whole year, and I waited for the price to go down a little bit, and negotiated with the guy and got him. So that like I said, I pay resale every now and then, but not all the time. But I say I'll pay resale 4 or 5 times out the year. I don't feel like that's too bad considering all the L's that I take throughout the year. I sold my Pantalo. Oh, come on, bro. I ain't mad at you, but I'm gonna be honest. Those pandas I want, but I refuse to pay resale for. But I wouldn't mind having them. But you're saying quality is trash. Then they did that the one where they did another pandas like look-alike where they were made out of recyclable materials. Yeah, so I ain't even mad at you, bro. Again, I'm all about how you resell. It's not about. It's one thing if you're just reselling and you're not in the game, but if you're a collector and you sell your own personal pairs, I'm cool with that because that's how it was done back in the day. You know what I'm saying? And that's my thing about it. But to answer your question, Kim K, I took an L on those Grateful Deads, but I did pay resale for them. Yes, the yellow one. Yeah, the ones you see in my video. Yeah, I pay resale for those guys, and yeah, I'm glad I did. I love them. I rock them. I've rocked them about 4 or 5 times now. They're very comfortable. I'm probably gonna swap out the extra laces that came with them, but I negotiated that price as well with the guy. I got them for about $60 or $70 for what they go for. Actually, they've went up. I'm looking at them on StockX right now. They went up, so I paid about $150 less for what they go on StockX, which still was still expensive. But I really wanted to have those in the collection, and I'm definitely adding some more dunks in the collection. So coming soon, y'all will see a video on those when I secured a pair for sure. But this has been a good live, man. I've been on it for about an hour and 23 minutes. You know who we missed? Kwame, but I guess Kwame couldn't make it today. But Kwame, shout out to you as always. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. I appreciate y'all for coming on. Devin Dunks wasn't on today. It was just me rocking solo dolo, but the show must go on. Shout out to Devin Dunks as well. Appreciate everybody for joining the live, and I'm gonna be back next Saturday. Of course, y'all smash that like button. Really helps the channel out. And if you're new, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, man. I appreciate y'all for coming through, man. This was a good live, even though I rocked the show by myself. Things wasn't that bad, man. I appreciate y'all as always. Thanks, brother, from Soul Brother. Thank y'all, man. Y'all really make it eat. Like, I will say this. When y'all come in on the chat, man, y'all don't realize, but y'all make it so much better whenever y'all come on the chat, man. So I appreciate that. Smash the like button. And I will be back next Saturday. Hopefully, Devin Dunks will be back with me. There's no beat. There's no drama, no anything. Honestly, homie just had to work today to just keep 100. He got called in at the last minute. But neither here nor there. We will be back. We will be back next week for another live, man. Smash the like button. And I'm out this thing. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. And I'm out.